So here we go, part one, an introduction to online marketing. So let's get into the first part. What is online marketing and why should you care about it? So online marketing at its most basic concept is really the ability for you to put your marketing message across to a particular audience via the internet. And it's not really too dissimilar from TV advertising. And I like to compare it to TV advertising because it's something we all understand. It's not something we really have to wrap our minds around. And we grew up with it. It's been in our lives for, I would assume, as long as you can remember. And really what goes on is quite simple. You have a particular channel that specializes in a certain subject matter and an audience that subscribes to that subject matter. So if we use the cliche of Top Gear, and I'm not gonna lie, they are one of my favorite shows over the ages, and really enjoyed the comedy, the lifestyle, the travel, and of course the motoring aspect of Top Gear. And so I fit into a particular type of audience that advertisers and companies would want to speak to. And you can imagine that things to do with lifestyle, travel, comedy maybe even, but most specifically motorsports and motoring would be then the type of advertising that I would see when watching Top Gear. And really with online marketing, it's not too dissimilar. We have channels like YouTube, LinkedIn, Google, and you have subject matter within those channels that hold the attention of a particular type of audience. YouTube is a great example because it's the most similar thing we have to a television channel. And obviously the subject matter is a vast pool. And that's really the magic of YouTube, is it's kind of taken the lid off all traditional media and opened Pandora's box in a way. And you can almost find anything about anything on YouTube. But what's nice as an advertiser is you can go and find those categories, you can find those interests, you can mix them with things like demographics and geography, so your geo-targeting, to get your message to people that watch specific content on YouTube in a specific part of the world. And that's a very effective form of brand awareness that has now become quite affordable. So don't get me wrong, online marketing can be really expensive. And we go a little bit later into this course to look at what does a minimally viable marketing campaign or strategy look like. And this has been done specifically for smaller organizations and startups to understand that they can start with online marketing, and if they have the right strategy, which we're going to look at in this course, they can absolutely get their message out there and start competing and getting new business. Why should you care? So the second part of this question, the simple answer to that is because everyone's going to be going online. And if you do not make the investment in online marketing, there's a very real possibility you may be left behind in your industry or sector. Yes, it's no secret that there's a lot of companies and there's a lot of industries out there that are lagging a little bit behind the curve. They potentially have a type of business that doesn't require online marketing or need it that much. But I've been really surprised over my career what type of companies are doing online marketing. From companies that supply mining solutions through to steel producers in Asia. Companies you would think that rely specifically on distribution networks and relationships that they've built over the last decades from a more traditional time in business. Although I guess the past is always a more traditional time if you look at it that way. I say that with all due respect, of course, to companies out there that have not yet felt the need to go online, but I assure you that it is coming if it hasn't already in your industry. So that's why you should care.